Shalom. I want to start by giving all praise to Yahweh, Ba'asham Yahushai, Baruch HaKodash, double honors to the apostles and the elder bishops of Great Millstone for teaching us scriptures, among other things, and salutations to all the Akim across the earth for doing this work in sincerity and truth. Shalom. So this is an article from, basically from the place where I come from, and just funny because this is talks about the product from Switzerland, which is very famous for products for especially for babies, ointments and all that stuff, creams and whatever, powders and all these things. And now they were found that they were very high in drugs trafficking, which is funny because in Amsterdam you also had the cocaine factory going on over there, and you had they were like growing the cocaine, the opium plants, the cocaine plants, They were growing it in Indonesia because Indonesia used to be a colony of Holland. And so they were growing the plants over there, and they were processing it, making it to cocaine in Amsterdam, where they had the factory, and you still can find that building over there. And it's funny, and I saying this a lot, but these Dutch and Edomites are very special. They are very special concerning wickedness, since they being the first ones who ever sent a slave ship from the west coast of Africa to America. They also been the last one who stopped with slavery, comparing with all the Edomites. When all the other Edomites stopped with slavery, they continue for at least another 10 years. So, and if you check out every wickedness, there's some Edomites, some Dutch Edomites involved in it, So they are a very special wicked tribe, and they gonna get a very special reward. And Yahweh Tazah, I may have, Yahweh Tazah, Lord willing, that I may have a hand onto that also, Yahweh Tazah, part of that number. So let me jump into this article. So it's crazy, man. And this also shows you that we are at the end of his rulership, because all his hidden things, his secrets are being brought out to the light, And that shows you that this shows us that the end of his rulership is right there, So let me jump into the articles from Omroep Gelderland, which is a local platform, from the province that I'm from, that I live in. From ointments to opium, Joyce unexpected discovery at Switzerland. Apeldoorn, drug production in the Switzerland factory. Joyce Bleeker, 73, former holiday worker, had no idea. It was only when she auditioned for the theater production Self and Papaver that she discovered how Switzerland and Apeldoorn became big behind closed doors thanks to the trade in morphine and codeine. Joyce was 16 when she took a summer job at the now closed Switzerland factory, and nowadays they used to have like an used product store over there, and a lot of times when they have like festivals going on, it's on that ground over there, Joyce was 16 when she took a summer job at the now closed Switzerland factory. She worked there for 3 seasons. Where others now stack shelves, I put ointments in jars. It was cozy there with music in the background, she recalls. It was a woman's team, separated from the men who worked in the back of the factory there. Behind closed doors, opium was processed. You see these devils, man? Opium was processed. Joyce and her colleagues had no idea. We saw the man walking around, but nothing else. See that? You see a picture from it, how it used to be back then. Almost 60 years later, Joyce heard about the opium trade when she auditioned for Anishin Kulsuman. She is making a play for theater offers about this hidden story of the Apeldoorn factory. Joyce, together with other Apeldoorns, gets a supporting role. Painkillers. If the story is not told, it will disappear. While it's very important, says Kulsuman. The Switzerland factory was the heart of working Apeldoorn, something to be proud of. Also, the history with the poppy. Painkillers such as morphine and codeine were made from poppies, according to Koerstermans. Cor Janssens, the founder of Switzel, made a lot of money with it. I think he was good at marketing. He undoubtedly realized that baby shampoo was better market than morphine and codeine, which were his biggest earners. Switzel was more of a side issue. See that? During his training in Switzerland, pharmacist, pharmacist, pretense, apprentice Cor Janssen received a prescription for a healing ointment. When he returns to Apeldoorn in 1919, he starts selling this Swiss salve with cheerful face as a logo based on his daughter Mieke. Switzel grows into a well-known brand for baby care products. Drug production halted. A theater maker loves drama, but unfortunately for Kurusama, the narcotics in Apeldoorn were never stolen. The drugs production was kept quiet. If you were to say drugs are made there, that would cause problems. So they hid it well, and that's what these Dutch Edomites are very good in. To hide everything. Edomites in general. But yeah, at this end of their rulership, the end of their queendom, everything is coming to the light. The pharmaceutical trade remained unknown despite the strong smell in the men's department. The women's department with baby scents was at the entrance, while the chemical stuff from the poppy was processed at the back of the factory. Those those women didn't go there at all. Kurzman knows. They see a picture of that, yeah, where the factory was. The buildings are still standing there. The theater maker found an idea of the drug production exciting. She was inspired for her performance by the 1001 Nights World in the Middle East, where the poppy originated. Although the play contains a love story and does not entirely follow reality, the conversation with former employees such as Joyce were very valuable. They know better than anyone what it was like, says Koolseman. For Joyce, a former dance teacher, the rehearsals and performance are intense. It is very exciting because I am not in the theater world, but I think it's great that I get to experience this. Blah blah blah, theater bullshit, blah blah blah. In 2011, the Switzel factory closed and production was relocated. The site between the Vlijtseweg and the Apeldoorns Canal is now being transformed into a trendy city district, with some of the building being preserved. So they don't really go into how they used to do that, how they the business went down, and maybe it's an idea for another video that I'm gonna dive and check out if I can find some more information about that. But when I saw this article, it caught my attention. Like, damn, these devils, and basically that place is around the corner. I'm like, shit, man. On one side I'd be like, I never expected that, but on the other side, yeah, these devils, they shouldn't surprise you. Every thought of them goes deep, concerning wickedness. But yeah, man, these are all signs of their downfall, because everything's coming to the light. So this is the book of Obadiah, and verse 6. How are the things of Esau searched out? How are his hid things sought up? Yeah, all to the spirit and power of Yahweh Basham Yahushai, because his end is right here. It's around the corner. He's coming to an end, and all his wickedness is coming to the surface, so that everybody's gonna see it. Beautiful, man. It's the book of Mark, chapter 4, and verse 22. For there is nothing hid which shall not be manifested, neither was anything kept secret, but that it should come abroad. Yeah, because to the power of Yahweh Basham Yahweh, everything shall come to the light. all hidden things. Everybody nowadays, everybody knows about the Rothschilds, the Illuminati. Those were things that were well hidden. Nobody had a clue. But now everybody, they see what the government is doing, what's going on behind the screens. The movements that they make concerning the MOTB, how they want to make everything digital. Digital medical passport. All these things are coming to light. People talking about that. So and the back in the days, though, they could move without nobody see them moving. But now people see them moving. Nevertheless, you cannot stop them because they still got a part to fulfill. The hour of temptation also got to come. When they're gonna make the mark of the beast mandatory, all these things have to come to pass. They need to come to pass. So yeah, he still had to fulfill his role. But it's beautiful to see how he's coming to an end, and you see that this devil is panicking, trying all these, especially concerning this truth. You got the small heads stressing out, more and more people standing against them. Back in like a couple of years ago, with the shit that they are doing nowadays, they would have gone away with it. But now countries are recognizing the state of Palestine, stuff like that. People just openly speaking against them, don't give a shit about them, call them devils and whatever. And back in the days, things like that wouldn't occur, man. And all this showing us, that his time of rulership, his eon, is coming to an end. It's beautiful, man. So that's the book of Luke, chapter 12 and verse 2. For there is nothing covered that shall not be revealed, neither hid that shall not be known. Therefore, whatsoever ye have spoken in darkness shall be heard in the light, and that which ye have spoken in the ear in closet shall be proclaimed upon the housetops. So that's very beautiful, man. And Yaura Daza, maybe I'm gonna check if I can find some more information about that, how they used to do it. But it's already beautiful that it's coming out, especially if you check this brand, Switzel. It's a very here in Holland. It's a very famous brand. I think in Belgium also. People love to use their product because it got also a certain smell. They got a certain perfume in it. And it is very well known. The products are well known to use for your baby. But it's very crazy to realize, that company became big with dope, with processing with processing dope, drugs. Yeah, man. So yeah, just wanted to do a short video on it. I like before I forget. Let me just jump on that because I saw that article and I put it aside. Like, yeah, I need to do a video on it, but then it slipped my mind again. Then I thought about it. I'm like, yeah, let me just jump into it and just touch it. And maybe later, when I find more information about it, gonna dive a little bit into it. Yaratazah. So yeah, with that, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Basham, Yahweh Shai, Waharuka Kudash, double honors to the apostles and the elder bishops of Great Millstone for teaching us scriptures, among other things, and salutations to all your Akim across the earth who doing this work in sincerity and truth. So with that, I'm going to say Shalom.